You got it lit yet, Theron?
Yeah, we got it. We got her going now.
How much longer?
It ain't gonna take much longer now that the clouds have moved.
Welcome back, y'all. It's Barry's Best Hunting. I'm Mike, and I do bees. Glad you could join me for another day here in my 2020 beekeeping season. It's taking you all the way from winter through to the next fall here in my operation. But we're not in my operation today. We're at an undisclosed location here in the southeast United States. Can't let you know where it's at.
Go Gators.
But we're dealing with some different bees here. Remember, it's not a how-to video, just showing you how we do things here. But if you happen to pick up any tips and tricks, that's great. And if you have any for me, leave me in the comments. So folks, we're out here in my friend's hive. And he's got a queen that he basically injured. And he needs to go check see if she's okay, or if they're making a new one. So we got some hives to look at, and he's got some, just some regular tasks to do that we do in beekeeping. But we're gonna attempt to see if we can find his queen, and any queens that aren't marked, he's gonna mark them. He does sell bees over here where he's at. He sells nukes, and he likes to have all his queens marked. And so that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go through and just do a little bit of inspecting here and there today. So you want to know how swarm boxes are mounted in this part of the country? Let me show you. That's about how you get them just at the angle you want, right about like that.
It's an adjustable shim.
That's an adjustable shim. Got to explain all that again. So what are we doing here today, Theron?
We're gonna look in this little nuke here and see if we have a laying queen. And then we're going to take this one to the river, and hopefully we got a laying queen and we don't have a bunch of supersedure cells.
All right, a lot of bees in there.
Oh yeah. Well, I was going to move them into a 10 frame. I had them in that 10 frame box.
Oh.
And then when I squished the queen or pinched her pretty hard, I'm like, crap, I want her close to the house. But she's marked. She's a big, pretty mark. Or she was. You see that she's a laying machine.
Yep.
Make sure she ain't on the bottom. Look at that. I mean, this is
Wow. Look at that pattern.
This is one of the nukes that I sell, and I mean that's 2 frames full of brood.
3, got another one down there.
I mean, and I normally at this point, once we find her, find out what's going on, but I hadn't seen any supersedure cells.
Yeah, she may be all right.
Once we
So we
find
pinched
her,
your tail. Want to stick it down here before you drop it?
Yeah, you see fresh eggs though.
May not even see a supersedure if you injured her. It makes the emergency cells.
Let's see, fresh. She's laying.
Well, we'll find out on the next frame. Because the next one is it's got a lot of open cells.
No queen though.
No queen, and do you have any eggs? You can see them, I can't.
There she is.
There she is, I see her. Oh, she's huge. This is a big queen. Now the question is she able to lay? Injure where she can't lay eggs. Look at that queen. That is a big queen. Let's look. She doesn't look.
She's straightened out, or she's rear end still squished.
Yeah, she got her tail squashed. So let's see.
Clip.
With the queen clip. You gotta be careful of those queen clips.
Yep.
They're not as foolproof as they may seem. Watch it. Yeah, there's eggs. So they got eggs. So she's laying fine. She's got a little crimp on her tail, but she's laying. I think sometimes when we catch them and we do all that different manipulation, I think we do more harm than good sometimes. That's a successful mission.
Yep. So we don't have a dead colony. That's a good thing.
That's a good queen.
Yes.
So you can take your tag off the front that says hurt now. You know we got a good laying queen, and
Just says she's a little crippled.
that's a wrap on that one. They're trying to get back, and there's no hive here for them. Oh, you need to move this board?
Yeah, well, I'll tell you what. Let's
Want to move this one first?
Yeah, give me a second. Let me get that out of the way.
So here they have a weird nectar flow. It's kind of sporadic. They're small, and there's no like they have nectar flows, but not like we have that giant tallow flow where we're at. Here, it's just kind of hit and miss, and there is a lot of agriculture. So depending on what's growing too, that plays a part. But the agriculture here is a big variety. It's a big variety. So it's just strange. They deal with it. They know how to deal with it. They don't have this great big boom, get ready for this one nectar flow. As they build, they super and they pull as they can in this particular region. I'm not like right in this area of the county. Yeah, he doesn't go, wow, I've got a big, whatever flow, and he's able to super up and be ready for it. Where we can go, oh, the tallow flow is coming, boom, we get it. So it's very hit and miss. He really has to be on top of his game. Matter of fact, he'll have nectar flowing at the end of February, as long as it's warm here, that he can literally pull honey off of. So it's real. Yet we're directly west. So it's just strange how it works out. Now, in the southern part of the county, it's totally different. They have privet hedges. They don't have tallow here. Maybe on the western side of the county where it's more wet, but a lot of sandy soil, different things grow here. So it's a whole different ball game. So while we compare a lot of notes and how we do business with the bees, we can't do it at the same time frame of our, we can't do it in the same months. We can't compare, like we can compare what we do in practices we do, but we can't compare it for time frame wise because he's totally different. He'll pull honey when I'm just getting ready for honey, yet we're still directly west. It's just different. After further thought, contemplation, and deep reflection,
And chasing bees.
Going
to swarm.
He has decided to go ahead and move this nuke since it's not earmarked for sale right now, unless somebody wants to buy it. But he doesn't ship. He is going to go ahead and move this in a 10 frame. And look, bees already entering. Bees are already entering that field bees coming back from the nuke, already coming on in. Because they have nowhere else to go. The hive's missing. And this is in its place. That's a lot of bees. Yeah. I thought about it. Look at the bees coming back. Alright, this is the location we're moving that 10 frame to. So we went through a hive, checked for a queen's health. Now we're moving a hive, and we are on the outskirts of a vegetable field. Don't know what they're planting just yet, but they got it all prepped and ready to go. Got some water down there. These willows will bloom. But this is a tree. Most of the nectar from here is from trees, and all these weeds growing around is goldenrod. That's all goldenrod. So fall they'll have goldenrod. And these bees they're looking good. There's one of them got bees just hanging out of the edges of it. So this is a good site for bees. We're not far from the river. It's probably in the mid 70s right now, maybe 80 in the sun. Breeze, not very humid, real nice.
Last year. This is a marked one. She's a green queen.
It's a green queen, so that's a last year's queen?
And then
That's this year's queen. That's a blue one. So he uses thumbtacks. These are 2 tacks showing that this is a stock from my Russian stock that I had. 1 tack meaning queen right, blue dot meaning she's marked blue. This one here is a queen right hive, green dot, marked green, last year's queen. Nukes on top.
this is one of my elusive queens. Is it got the 3 dots?
Yeah.
There she is right there.
Hey.
Man, there ain't nothing wrong with her. Looking like it, is it? But it'll be a good opportunity.
There she is. You gonna catch her?
Yep, I'm gonna catch her and mark her, and that way I'll know.
This queen, one-handed queen catcher is famous. Oh, there she goes.
Yeah, she's
famous for being a fine guillotine.
Oh, come on. It's just when the operator doesn't pay attention.
There she is right there.
See her?
Right there.
See her?
Yep, she's in it. She's in. There she is.
All right. See it. Trying to do her hair.
She marked a worker too. There you go. Got a marker marked. Good mark on her. Let it dry, and off she goes. Now, if she is superseded, he'll know, because he marked her.
Yeah, so I mean, they are known to maintain 2 or 3 anyway, right?
Right. Russians do keep several cells in their colony. That's whatever reason they do it. I've read that in I want to say a paper by Clemson, or I can't remember which university.
But when I cut their head off, it's when I wasn't paying attention and I was opening it, and they had got out of position, and I pulled it back, and I never realized it till I flopped her out there, and she just kind of looked a little different.
No head.
Whoops. All right, come on, don't fly away.
Now she went.
There she is right here.
There she goes. All right, she's in. She's been in this hive looking for a queen, and this thing, every single frame looks like that. Honey and solid brood. Bees are hitting that camera, but they're not bothering us at all. They just don't like the camera.
I take the bell off, but I've got honey fingers I get on the road.
Now you got a bunch of cups on the bottom of that one.
Yep.
But I mean, they're solid.
There's nothing in them already.
These boxes are full. There's some solid bees right here. And almost all the hives we've been through have been like this. So looking to mark a queen. In prior videos, we've got this hive in a prior video, and it wasn't anything like it. It's absolutely exploded through the spring. And we inspected it on that other video in December. There marks his bees, his queens, because he sells his queens.
Where's she at? I see her. Get the guillotine.
There she went. All right, she's in there. You got her. Here we go. A couple workers in there, they'll squeak out probably. There she is. Let her dry. Send her back in the hive. We'll catch her coming out when she's ready. We call that chocker block full right there. That is a solid colony. So any of y'all viewers that watch from Florida, nukes, come and get them. You saw the brood frames. Those are solid. You'll get a honey frame, a pollen frame, and 3 solid brood frames. Probably 1 with eggs and 2 with cap brood, and that is a hive that is ready to go. You can go ahead and put it right in the 10 frame immediately when you get it home. There's our queen. There's our queen. She's pretty.
There she is.
We'll go down. There she went.
Yep, she's going in the back end of it. Dang it. I should have. There she goes. Right there.
Oh, God. Yeah, these are good bees. These hives are impressive. We've been going through these hives and they're impressive. Laying worker hive. Laying worker hive. I'm getting ready to remedy this. There's a lot of bees in there. There's plenty of other hives that could use them. So it's time to take care of the laying worker hives and get these bees back to work. The hope is any laying workers, they stay back here. The rest of the bees, they head on back to the hive location. There's no hive this time. They'll go into the neighboring hives. Different ways to do this, requeening, but with what he's got going on and what he's got to do as far as getting these things sold and getting bees back to work, there's no time to be sitting around and requeening and going through the motions just to have things fail again or whatever. It's just time to get them back to work. He's not ready for Hollywood.
No, I'm not. Boy, there's some nectar in that bad boy.
Yeah, I would.
You got a frame over there?
Huh?
You got a frame?
No. Alright guys, that's what they're going to do. They're going to figure everything out. They're going to go find themselves a new home. Any laying workers hopefully will be back here. And then the other bees can get on with business, getting things back to normal for them. They'll find a hive. I'm going to show you in a minute. Let's go take a look at the hives and see where they're all going. He's going to add a box to a couple to give them room. And you can see what's going on. There's a lot of bees. That was a big time laying worker colony, but even though it was a 4 frame, that was a lot of bees.
Well, it was a combination of 2 from last week.
So we'll give these some more space. Everybody's got room. And we'll let them sort it out. It came from here. Now this was the big one. Even though it was a 4 frame, it was loaded with bees. So they're going next door. They're going where the frame was, where the box was, and they're definitely loading up this nuke. This nuke is going to be packed with bees. So he'll probably have to come back out and check this in a day or two just to be sure they've got space. We are here at another undisclosed location. And we're going to take a look at a box that had a swarm cell put in it. See if she has emerged from that swarm cell. And that's probably going to wrap it up for the day. No deep inspections.
Super procedure sale. That was last weekend?
Yeah, because the 26th is when I did mine.
Not a super, it was a swarm sale.
We got 3 frame, looking for a swarm cell to have emerged.
See if we can find her anywhere.
Definitely won't be mated by now, but
Probably ought to just leave it alone, shouldn't we?
probably so, but where's the fun in that?
I know. So she'll have plenty. These are the cells. See, I got the thumbtack marking.
Yeah, there's a
So
cell.
that one's emerged, or seems to. Is there anything in it?
That looks like an emergency cell.
No. It's got a critter in it.
Keep looking, I've already had that happen. I found a queen. That's when I called you on the phone the other day.
Really?
Sure enough, I had the same problem, and there was a queen running around. So I got rid of the cells and left her in there.
See, and that's an emergency cell there, ain't it?
That's what it looks like. So what they may have done was thought they didn't have a queen yet because she hadn't emerged, and we should have just left them alone, but we chose not to because you know what?
We're stupid.
There's no fun in just leaving them alone.
You don't learn nothing. Look at that. They're wrecking those right there.
Mm-hmm.
See that?
There's that one down there. That one of the old swarm cells? That thing capped or is open?
It looks capped. Makes you just kind of wonder what on God's green earth is happening. Is it? One of these, and I'm wondering what that. I still have a queen somewhere. Maybe I'll catch them in my trap.
Oh yeah, there you go.
There you go.
They are going to swarm on you.
This has made their mind up.
It is. So let's look at this. This is look at that frame of bees. They are in swarm mode and they have not swarmed yet. You could cut some of those off and make 3 nukes out of this thing because they're cuttable. They're easy to cut. Bee brushes are not good.
No.
Man,
Not doing this stuff.
they will flat. There you go. You can get to them now. That's all I do is I just smoke them off the cells and flip it upside down and cut them off. And then leave one for moving the frame. Alright, so we're gonna
Let's just do it right here. Right, those two. I know where I put it.
we just hang a cell right in there. And if there's no queen, they'll take to it.
If not, we'll see.
Alright.
No, I messed up. I'm gonna stick through it.
So we're splitting this hive several different ways. Moving some cells into the first hive we checked to be sure they have a queen. Leaving some cells in here because we cannot find the other queen who's marked. And going to make 1 or 2 more splits off of it. We have beautiful queen cells. And they'll take care of themselves. So, 4 frames of bees. We put 4 frames of bees and some queen cells in here. We're going to put a 3rd queen cell in here just to have it because we don't have anywhere else to put the 3rd queen cell. So he's going to hang a 3rd one in here. There's 2 to 3 going to be in here. 2 to 3 going to be in this hive. And then we put a cell down at the end. And we've dropped the number of bees by 4 frames. So we're thinking we can't find the queen. It doesn't look like they swarm because they're so big, but you just don't know. We can't find the queen, but nonetheless, we've taken the numbers down, pulled some cells out, and push comes to shove. If things don't work out, these go right back in there and it's done. But I think it's going to work out, and he's going to have a good nuke here, and he's going to make a whole bunch more bees here. And these are swarm cells. These are as good as grafted queens. They're as good as grafting queens. Swarm cells are are the ideal cell. So it turned into a day of just going around checking a few hives. It's turned into a pretty good day of beekeeping. We haven't eaten anything. We've been gone from the house for 4 hours and we're hungry.
Yep.
And he just expanded his colonies just a little bit more. So these things need to be sold. We need some 5-frame nukes to be bought up.
You got them.
With everything going on in the world today, things have kind of slowed down because of bee club meetings and such being canceled, but they're still available. Once the bee club meetings start up, they might just be gone. So act now. Stuff. I'm just showing you some bees in North Florida. Just another place, another apiary, another way of doing things. This apiary is made for making bees, where mine is made for making honey. So things are done a little bit different. So we're going to get these things covered up. Well, guys, I'm going to close this video out now. Me and my friend had a good time. We've been beekeeping. Actually, he's been beekeeping a year longer than I have. And just something we both picked up, and we both compare notes, and we're out here wrapping up and just enjoying each other's company and beekeeping together and checking things out. And we kind of reserve this day just to do that. But I'm out here in front of this pond, and this pond here, years ago, when it was still pretty new, it was known as one of the best catfish ponds in the county. But you couldn't just come out here and fish in it. You had to know the owners. And man, I got to come out here and fish as a teenager, and this thing has some monsters in it. And it's a beautiful pond. Got some wax myrtles growing around it, some willows. Beautiful, beautiful pond. We just been out goofing around doing a little beekeeping, and again, I'm standing in front of this pond as a teenager. I've gotten to come out here and fish. I've dove hunted out in those fields, and I'm kind of back where I grew up at, and visiting with friends and doing a little beekeeping on the side. So we've had a great day. Just went and showed you some miscellaneous stuff. Took you along with me on my trip. I needed to come over here and get some honey processing equipment that got shipped over this way, and so we come over here to get it, and we're going to go on back home with it. But figured, hey, let's do some beekeeping and check out his hives. And man, his hives look good over here. He sells nukes over here in North Florida, and if there's anybody around there that needs some, shoot, he's got them. But you got to go through, do some inspections, see some queens, mark some queens. We just did a combine. We just did a split on a swarming colony. We shook out some laying workers. Kind of done a little bit of everything today. So it was a good day beekeeping. Beautiful weather, mid-70s. Dry, not humid, a little bit of a breeze in the air, and sunshine and blue skies. So what a great day to be out here. What a beautiful day that the Lord has made. We will rejoice and be glad in it. So good times to be had by all. So look, I hope y'all enjoyed coming along with me on my trip. I hope you enjoyed going through his bees and another part of the South out here. And if you did like the video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. I sure appreciate it. I appreciate all you guys that are watching. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. And look, share it with your friends, your family, and anybody who just enjoys watching bees. This is Barry's Best Honey. I'm Mike, and I do bees. Today, we did some Florida bees. Y'all have a wonderful day, and God bless y'all.